Hi, everyone. So today we are going to talk about slope and y-intercept. In the previous lesson, we actually introduced how to graph linear equations. So let's take a look. Last time we asked you to graph y equals to 1x, y equal to 2x, 3x, and 4x in your graphing paper. And we can see over here, the red line here is representing y equals to 1x or y equal to x. The second one here, the blue one, y equal to 2x. So when you observe all these lines, actually you should notice one actually is, every one of them is getting steeper and steeper. Okay, so the line is getting steeper and steeper. When your slope, actually we are going to talk about this number in front of your x, we call that slope. The slope is getting bigger and bigger from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So when the slope is getting bigger, what happens to your lines? They're getting steeper, steeper, and more steeper. So the definition for slope, let's take a look. The definition of the slope on this page says, the ratio that describes the tilt of a line is its slope. If a line slants upward, you have examples here, from left to right, it slants upward from left to right, like this example 1a over here, then it has a positive slope. If it slants downward, like example 1b here, it has a negative slope. To calculate slope, you use this ratio. So they offer us a formula over here, which is the ratio. It says slope equals to vertical change over horizontal change. In other words, rise over run. Rise over run. So let's go back to take a look of the graphs we did. So over here, I'm going to erase all the other lines and just leave one over here. So now let's observe this line. How do we find the slope, which actually is 2 from the line over here, right? So we are going to actually, we can actually locate 2 points on the line. For example, if we start from here, this is the first point. I pick another point, second point. You can actually pick any 2 points on this line to do the calculation to find out the slope. So what we are going to do is we are going to follow slope equals to rise over run. So we are going to start from one point. You can actually start from either point you like, but I prefer to start from the lower point. So rise, remember, is talking about horizontal move. Horizontal move, which means you can go up, you can go down. Horizontal. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Rise means vertical move. Sorry, my fault. Okay, rise means vertical move. So it can be rise up, or it can be going down. Okay, so do not think rise, you can only go up. No, rise is describing vertical move. You can go up, you can go down. Going up, going down, both are called rise. And run is talking about horizontal move. So run, you can go to the right, you can go to the left. Horizontal move. Okay, so from here, I'm going to start from the lower point. And remember, because this is your 2 units up here, this is 0. So that means in the middle, your 1 unit is around here, right? So if I start from here, 1, 2, I go up first. This is my rise. I rise 2 units. Then I'm going to move to the right to reach my second point. Move to the right 1 unit to reach my second point. So remember, you move from the lower point to the upper point. So you have multiple ways to do that. But I did first way, right? Going up 2 units, going to the right 1 unit. So let's look at rise and run. If I go up 2 units, my rise should be positive 2. If I go to the right 1 unit to reach my second point, my run horizontal move, I run to the right, then it's a positive 1. Okay, so if you calculate, the answer should be 2. That perfectly match with our slope, which is 2. All right, now let me demonstrate another way. Okay, let me demonstrate another way. Suppose I'm taking this point and this point over here. All right, now this time I'm going to also start from the lower point. Okay, from the lower point and move to the higher point. But I'm going to do the run first. So take a look, okay? I run to the right 1 unit. Then I go up 2 units. 2 units. So think about rise over run now. And think about which move you did first. If you did run first, run to the right, that's a positive 1. You gotta write down your positive 1 down here. Okay, remember you run first, it's not rise, so don't put it up here. If you run first, fine, you write in the right place. Run 1 unit to the right is positive 1. Then you go up 2 units, rise is positive 2 because you went up. When you go up, it's positive. When you go down, it's negative. So go up 2 units, rise is positive 2. So when you put these numbers in the right place, according to rise, according to run, then you will get the same answer as our first way over here, right? All right, now let me show you how to actually start from the higher point to do rise over run. So I may pick another 2 points, right, for example. Now this time I'm going to start from the higher point and move all the way down, then to the left to reach my second point. So if I do that, I have to go down 2 units first. We always do this ratio rise over run. But now, since you do rise is down 2 units, so it's not going to be positive 2, it's going to be negative 2 because you went down. When you go up, it's positive. When you go down, it's negative. Okay, when you go up, it's positive. But when you go down, it's negative. Now, run. After you reach this point, you have to go to the left, right? 1 unit. So horizontal move, when you go to the right, it's positive. But when you go to the left, it becomes negative. So now I went left 1 unit, so my run is negative 1. After you calculate, this will also give you positive 2. Okay, positive 2. All right, the last example. Let's do maybe, let me change the color, blue. Let's move, you know what, let's move from this point to this point. Right here, right? Okay. So I start from the higher point. I actually want to go down. I went down first in the third example. So this time I actually want to move horizontally first, right? And then move down. So be careful over here. Now rise over run. Because I don't have space, so I didn't really go, I didn't follow the same units as before, like 2 units, then 1 unit. So let's do that, this one, be carefully, okay? Rise Okay, I didn't do right first. I did wrong first, right? I moved to the left. But be careful over here. Did I move 1 unit to the left? Remember, your 1 unit actually is 2 space over here. So I didn't move 1 unit. I moved 0.5, right? Everyone, from here to here is 1 unit. 2 spaces is 1 unit. So I move half of 1 unit, that's 0.5. So wrong is to the left, that's negative 0.5. Okay. All right, then I went down. This is 1 unit, went down 1. So it's a negative 1. Now let's take a look. Is this giving you the same answer? So negative 1 divided by negative 0.5. When you divide negative numbers by another negative numbers, when you divide numbers with the same sign, you always get positive answer. The answer, final answer must be positive. Then you think about 1 divided by 0.5, right? Not 1 divided, you can do that in your calculator. If you don't know the answer, 0.5 equals 1/2. So keep, change, flip. Your answer should be what? Still 2. Okay, positive 2. So we actually know this. No matter how we do rise over wrong, no matter you want to do wrong first, or you want to do rise first, then wrong, you want to start from the lower point first, or you want to start from the higher point first, like this one, higher point first. No matter which way you go, if you do every single step correctly and you strictly follow rise over wrong, this ratio, you always get the same answer for your slope. Okay, so to this lesson, we are going to just practice more. I want you to practice more regarding how to find slope using rise over wrong. So when you practice after the lesson, I actually want you to take a look at this document over here. And I wanted to practice on this page. This document actually is 8-3, right here. 8-3 slope and y-intercept is on your Google Classroom. It's on page 415. And you may take a look at these 2 examples and answer the questions over here. What is the slope, right, of the ski trail at the right? I'm sorry if the picture is not clear. Take a look. If it's not clear, go ahead to do the rest of the practice. Okay, let me see if I can clear all drawings. Yeah, clear all drawings. Oops. Okay, I clear all the drawings. So when you practice, you can actually come to page 418 and do number 1, number 2, and practice. Thank you. If you have questions, you may leave the questions in the chat underneath the video. Okay, thank you. Let me see how to stop the recording.